pain is shit. It is. It's messy. Someone who I respect greatly and also very kindly is coming to see me as a client and patient at the moment. Recently said, pain is shit. It is. It's messy. And I want to put this video out there because the reason that this individual came to see me is because I'm different. In that I don't just do what the common narrative at the moment around chronic pain is, that you can't just do simple things around the central nervous system reprocessing pain. No, it's very valuable and I do it. I'm not saying that, but it's much bigger and richer than that. And many of my patients and clients have done all of that basic stuff and still are struggling. And the reason is, it's a compartmentalization and a reductionist thinking again. What about the fact that actually this is not just a pain experience? Many people that have got chronic pain have not just got a pain experience. They've got health issues. They've got chronic inflammation. They have got physiological and hormone-based problems which are coming as a result of or linked with that pain. And to just think that we're going to do something that is working at the nervous system level to shift pain is frankly oversimplifying it and naive again. We are much messier than that, much more complex than that. And it really winds me up that even though we're getting much better at understanding the complexity of pain and chronic pain, we're still missing the mark. Too many people are still oversimplifying this. Let's keep thinking broader. Let's look at our patients and go, you know what? Well, how is doing this brain reprocessing thing actually going to necessarily shift? Their hormone system is all over the place. Now they might say, yeah, okay, if it gets us out of stress physiology, then that's going to do that through the relationship between the stress physiology in the brainstem and the endocrine system and so on. Yeah, okay, fine. But let's really talk about that. Let's not just say that it's about dealing with the pain first. And also the experience for patients is that I can say from many of my clients and patients is that they feel unheard, and it feels patronizing sometimes to just think that what they need to do is to journal something. Yeah, that can be a very powerful tool, but you know, touch is important. It's so important. There's unconscious processes. There's relationship pieces. I can work with people where I'm just, you know, hold out a pole to stay in connection while we're working together, and all of a sudden that allows their system to do something different. That's not just about pain. This is about relational dynamics. This is about muscular bracing patterns. This is about emotional shame that's going on every time that they might come in contact with something. You know, this is why we have to have a cognitive, an emotional, an unconscious, a physiological approach to working with this complex health kind of client and patient. And to those people that think that we can, you know, just become more mindful, well, been there. It gets us so far, but then it falls over because that once again is saying that you have to work with the unconscious process. You know, yes, I can see that meditating in different energy fields of our body and working like monks with sound and so on to vibrate different parts of our body and stimulate the vagus. Yes, it's all important, but it's not just a thought process. I just think it's respectful to some of the stories that I hear, the horrific things that people have gone through, that they need to feel heard sometimes for what happened to them, because often they've lived alone with that, and it's a terribly lonely place. And yes, we may do pain reprocessing, but sometimes you can really shift something for somebody simply by putting a hand on their shoulder, and everything changes. So, you know, I hope that helps a little bit. Chronic pain is shit, and it's more complex and it's more messy than most of the kind of medical world and chronic pain world is thinking about. I hope some way. that I hear you.